let's just start with SBA payment update. What is it? Who is it for? How can take advantage? And who should they go?
If you're less than $200,000, it's very easy, and most people can do it. But when you go above $200,000, you have to apply directly to the SBA. You have to provide a profit and loss statement by a CPA.
আপনি আগামী 6 মাস পে করবেন 10% করে। এরপরে এটি বাড়বে 50% এবং তারপর 75%। এবং সব মিলিয়ে আপনি সময় পাবেন 2 বছর। Let's just start with SBA payment update. What is it? Who is it for? How can take advantage? And who should they go? Should they go to a guy in the corner of the street who's calling them I'm an expert, or they should actually go to a certified CPA? That comes after. But let's start with what is it?
So it's not so much an update. It's that right now a lot of people are who have EIDL loans from the COVID time. They're allowed to do hardship, which everyone knows about. But what is different now is people are now on their third hardships. What does that do? Instead of being 10% for 6 months for the first one, 10% for another 6 months, the third one is the change. Third one is 50% of whatever your payment's going to be. Let's pretend that you have an SBA loan.
Yeah, I was just going to say, let's make believe that you have a $100,000 loan.
Well, just say your payment is $1,000.
$1,000, okay, that's good.
So for the first 6 months, which everyone I'm sure is on and knows about right now, that payment would be $100 for 6 months.
If it is $1,000, so
yes.
10%
of
your
payments.
Total payment.
Correct.
Or monthly installment, rather. Okay, fine.
The next 6 months is also at 10%, which is fantastic. The third one, which everybody's starting to see now, it's at 50%. So 50%.
$500.
There you go.
If it is $1,000.
Correct.
Okay.
And then after that, it's 75% of the payment, which is $750.
So what's the duration of this time?
2 years.
2 years. For next 2 years. And do you have to get a letter? Do you have to apply somewhere?
You have to apply.
How does that work?
You have to know who to go to. You have to apply. Okay? Going back to what the guy in the street. It's not going to work.
At the corner of the street.
If you're less than $200,000, it's very easy, and most people can do it.
Okay.
But when you go above $200,000, you have to apply directly to the SBA. You have to provide a profit and loss statement by a CPA. You have to show who the ownership is, and you have to explain why you cannot make these payments. So it's a lot more complicated. The people that are over $200,000, I want you to listen. You got to know who to go to apply for that hardship.
Okay, I want to break this down to our audience in Bangla. And so we're talking about, when did this start?
This has been around for quite some time.
Quite some time. So anybody who's going through hardship can do it. Okay, so আপনারা যারা শুনছেন, আপনার যদি $1 লক্ষ লোন থেকে থাকে, আমরা ধরে নিলাম $1 লক্ষ লোন আছে আপনার, SBA এর কাছ থেকে নিয়েছেন আপনি। এখন কোনো কারণে আপনার হার্ডশিপ চলছে, আপনি পারছেন না, you are in a tough situation. আপনাকে for how long they can go 10%? 2 years?
1 year.
1 year.
6 months and 6 months.
Okay, so আগামী 1 বছর আমরা ধরে নেই যে আপনার লোন পেমেন্টটি $1,000 ধরে নিলাম বোঝার সুবিধার জন্য। তাহলে আপনি আগামী 1 বছর $100 করে পে করতে পারবেন, $100. And then the second year it becomes 25%. You said 50%. এটি 50% হবে। Yeah, so 6 months. So first 6 months 10%, second 6 months 10%, then is 50%, and then it's 75%.
That's correct.
So আপনারা যারা শুনছেন, আপনার যদি লোনটি থেকে থাকে, আপনি আগামী 6 মাস পে করবেন 10% করে। এরপরে এটি বাড়বে 50% এবং তারপর 75%। এবং সব মিলিয়ে আপনি সময় পাবেন 2 বছর, যেটি নিয়ে শুরুতে একটু জোক করেছিলাম যে কার কাছে যাবেন। And this is very important. It's really important. Who should you go to? আপনি যে কোনো একটা কর্নারে কেউ করছেন ফাইন্যান্স, শুড ইউ গো টু হিম অর শুড ইউ গো টু কোয়ালিফাইড সিপিএ? এটি আমি আপনার উপরে ছেড়ে দিলাম, আপনারা বুঝে করবেন। সেকেন্ড, দ্য মোস্ট ইম্পর্টেন্ট থিং, আরেকটি বলছেন, ইফ দ্য লোন ইজ ওভার $200,000, মিনিং আপনার লোনটি যদি $2 লক্ষ উপর থাকে, দেন আপনাকে ইউ নিড SBA's approval. And for sure, it requires a lot of work, paperwork.
It does. You have to have a whole profit and loss. Look, if you're over $200,000 and you're in the Queens area, just come see me. We'll take care of it.
ওকে, সো $2 লক্ষ উপরে হলে আপনাকে বেশ কিছু কাগজপত্র জমা দিতে হবে এবং কাগজপত্রগুলো সঠিক হতে হবে। যদি তাও হয়ে থাকে তখন আপনারও লোন পেমেন্ট আগামী 2 বছরের জন্য খুব সহজ হতে। আমি মনে করি দিস ইজ ভেরি গুড গিভেন দ্য কারেন্ট সিচুয়েশন, কারেন্ট টাইম, ইন্টারেস্ট রেট ইজ নট গোয়িং ডাউন or not going anywhere, inflation is up, people don't have
jobs. I would tell everybody, a lot of
Yes.
people say, hey, listen, at 75%, I'll just not even do it. I'll just go to the regular payment. But the truth is, we should kick the can down the road as long as we can, because if something comes up where there's some type of forgiveness, we'll be able to take advantage of it.
I think that, and I would just add to that, it's a very low interest rate.
It's very low.
Any interest rate you have now.
I agree with you, 100%.
Yeah, even if you have SBA loan right now, it's 9.75%, right? So, আপনারা যারা শুনছেন, দুটি কথা বলেছেন মাইকেল মোতাজেদি। একটি হচ্ছে যতদূর সম্ভব as far as possible and as much as possible push this loan, এই লোনটিকে পেমেন্টটা যতটা পারেন delay the loan, কারণ দুটি কারণ উনি বলেছেন, 2 reasons. One, interest rate is very low on this loan. Second, আপনি, আমি, you, I, him, we don't know যে এই লোনটি সামনে কোনো সময় forgivable হয়ে যাবে কিনা. We don't know.
We don't know, but at least we'll have the opportunity.
But if that happens and you paid off your loan, then
Too bad.
Things change. Election is right here.
So it's the same thing when they were doing the student loan stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You already paid it off. What are you going to do now?
Student loan যারা নিয়েছেন আপনারা জানেন অনেকেই মাপ পেয়ে গেছেন. Lot of students got relief from the loan, but অনেকেই পে করে দিয়েছেন। যদি পে না করতেন, এটি পুশ করে রাখতেন, ডিলে করতেন, আজকে হয়তো তাদের মাপ হয়ে যেতে পারতো। Okay, so that's the loan payment update. Is there any requirement for people to qualify for this other than the under 200,000 and over 200,000?
No, I mean, I've been successful 100% with that. There's not one person. Everyone should
a lot of
be.
people will be happy hearing this.
Yes. I've never had a problem.
Okay, so you never had a problem. There is no special requirement for this.
No.
Do you have to prove you are going through hardship?
They ask you to write on it why you're going through hardship.
Yes, which is very good.
Yes.
Very, very good. Okay, perfect. I like
Nothing
it.
complicated on that side.
I really like it, and I like the possibility that you raised that if you push the can down the road,
exactly,
as far as possible, there could be a possibility to
There
forgive
very
this
well
loan.
could be a possibility coming up.
Okay.
Because people sneeze. Because not everyone washes their hands. Because kids touch a lot of things. Set a date to get your COVID shot and RSV if eligible. Because if you're wondering, should I get my COVID shot? Think about other people. Learn more at nj.gov/health/vaccines.
নিউ ইয়র্ক থেকে সম্প্রচারিত TVN 24 টেলিভিশন বিশ্বজুড়ে বাঙালির কণ্ঠস্বর।